Etse any ahwefo mma wajo misama wakwawa the word daily update TV so and any the kind and I will share another wa be pim e channel no so your so be subscribe no share now do comment no ahwe amame Tembia ye juma 24/7 and the sum ye T4 ni ahwefo enti ye so say Tembia no obebo ram na nso wa ba behwe news ni bi na T4 ni nkomo kakra e mo ram ye Commander Boham na kachi the Jumedi friend the citizen show so na owura bia a friend list we na napoku minim se wonim ni ye pa list na napoku ya se ba Accra FM Jumedi friend the citizen show abranti and I say owura ye ho no butu a more time odini juma na den ya sem na waka se eye asase radio ana Gabby Otchere na CEO ona oye omampanyin kaze no ne reportage omo astorm eye IMF koye some expose bi the expose enyina na ka eye no ka Gabby ho asem wo man mu the role Gabby plays in our political system because enyina beti say Gabby say we jai domestic politics ena yera listo na napoku ekasimi say Gabby Otchere na ngasa wanya no ho say tam afama no na modern say dey na Gabby a radio station oni agenda or DPA as say Gabby say on your domestic politics no which means Gabby wanya no we na and say Gabby no or make a reference Gabby reportage and say Gabby Otchere mo expose akofo to IMF has stand to be corrected you could see and no let's just say on Monday assassin radio reportage e de bekwa akọche IMF say aban so e de asem no kakan we go tie and no let's say Gabby Otchere I asked me IMF to expose ono ane ne wofa akufo etene ye bore man ko tie ne asabe to ankomodidi ni so
in fact say wo ko cabinet your friend is saying cabinet meeting na say onye member of the cabinet kura ne say bia wo kwa akoma information eno no ye will procedure wo be fa so ansa na wakwa akọ bia by way of giving information to the cabinet no kura ye will processes how fam enti say ye technical as a state and you say adan na Ghana ni journalist bia ntimi anya information na mum Akufo-Addo cousin Gabby so nana and na wetimi anya information and that a kind of things we can discuss
baby information ni free bano and over problem and say ade no enye official me metiete various groups since this morning and issue papa no raise and almost raise say that wine say
I'm worried about how Ghana is being governed and how information any kind say journalists na am I a hint because Sebi what is the hint about a buying was say or per se or the tax beto electricity so meboa
and or communicating through
what they information about 2 bedroom no amafo do so no akra ma yakwa kon say aban ni local standard a obetimi di ayes ade no because it must go through parliament and sana yetimi anya emra ebe baaki aban amanatimi edi sa adwuma no enya sa enti in the course of the action no ena obi a wabie ni radio a woye Akufo-Addo nua brofka se woye ne cousin wonu nso so abie radio station no dia akoto sa radio station ne platform so say aban kura se ekura se maka ne so manwe anya sa ena ye ka se sani pakro no ni nyina so ne sen ya onu di koto radio so say eti afen na me mehu se Ghana for because it has happened almost many as 11 day as I say radio reportage and a man for Jina so ka say say na aban edwen at some point one no be catch Ghana for say o manya 60 million accrued in the fund meboa then onya sa figure no it is because ye ni government a wadwen Ghana for ho a woni ye na enye ye no eye busua kuo bi e no mo ti baabi e no mo press afidie ni batem no mo kire say ye nkoka say ti wo Gabby wudi kan ko na koka say ukọ ne Twitter handle as if say ono na president hunu.
Okay, so me producer are checking from Information Ministry or more a website, and there is no information to withdrawal of the
Gabby and a president or a vice or a information minister, communication minister or a BBR or say a finance minister. How when you're in where we also when your domestic politics be how nanka ye den na wote Ghana asemo ye koso wo hu bi da and I can say obi asase radio no obi for den omo di asase radio reportage be kwa kire IMF say hwe say aban ekrampo because of the ekoso nti yetimi aye say eno no mo de be ko
because I think
it is the first time I say
and can say omo dia two informations ministry
are waking up from their sleep. I feel amazing. This is the reaction I'm expecting from Ghanaians. Thank you. Shall say from day one, very technical. And could be and me sorry say Gabby as I could say, but could be a radio na me I buy say. I buy what I want. Or your spokesperson, my buying. I don't know what they are, no, they are not home. A buying letter or original so they are cast away. Yeka fake news, they are the first publishers of fake news. First publishers, fake news. Because it's fictitious. Is it the reality? Must the government not communicate before a journalist can say, Abai say? What is his locus? Assassin radio mu locus ne say. But just because Ghana for ya fan sa ena akoye te say abusua ena omu free baby ena oma bewie baby na ya oma fa ye say ye nwa ya fa ye nwa. O Ghana for ye go Gabby di kan ko ma radio for no nye sei omo ye wi a na afi no labor for no ama for kra be kasa na sa ban kra twen asan. And you can hear from many platforms.
And I think that is...
Me and then I'm here, your friend is Joy for, almost say I rescinded the decision. Dear no mujinaso because of Assassin radio reportage.
Anyway.
And it's endemic. Oh, Abaya dia, edidi yemu, akwe to say, Gabby na 20 yentino, and ye, or the free, where the kitchen, wha, a bang, and one wabeka. Men, you know, say Gabby so why nobody. Ewa bem.
Who na be a hunisa?
Gabby, what is his locus? Gabby in the portfolio ni den. What the aye fracadam, Eflim flam nkofo, just because we are cousin to Akufo-Addo. He cannot tell us baby and a wolf ni free. Apart from being a film flammer, he cannot. He has swindled many just because he's a cousin to Akufo-Addo. He cannot tell us how he got the money he has today. Apart from being a criminal, a flea flammer, he cannot. So what you say when you Akufo-Addo offer ne cousin, Ninia, and untino, we a minister Krampa, he remote controls you as if say or a president. It has been his behavior. What you can say no tia no dia bagana. It has been his behavior. And Upa Google about this now how many media portals and a report to someone or Marco free assassin. I'm an abayet to say no cre without any basis, any omunya even toilet paper cream for a buy ho say a buy say Bagabi na kentino. Is that not a work of a swindler? Anyway, I'll come back to you. Make our man for say CMGC.
I am putting forward a certain framework.
You didn't hear Alan Kudechi. Also, first of all, I didn't come to do what? Discuss governments and what they did when it comes to the housing or affordable housing or building houses for the Ghanaians. Alan Korechi Manti Jimmy Fu Samson is doing propaganda for the NPP. Until what he was trying to get out of Alan Chamantin was for Alan Chamantin to throw Mahama under the bus, and then they'll cut that caption and say Alan Chamantin goes after Mahama. But Alan is smart because Alan knows he has also been part of this regimes. And that regimes. He was part of Kufuor 1 and 2. He has been part of Akufo-Addo 1 and 2. So he wanted to stay away from that because Alan Korechi Mantin, he knows the job NDC for Jandam, it comes in so many ways. One yes smarter. Sa halistosis for any Akroma ne ajantra for ne tribal bigots and ajanto amone oketiche free kwame free for Jandam ni rapist, you know. That is how they sell the message. Alan Korechi Mantin is a smart politician. Now, because on the investment NDC here in the housing, the affordable housing sector, no, he moved away from there. And also, media margin and nam. And I want us all to have a national policy. What is he talking about? National Development Plan. Alan Chamantin went on to say he wants us all to rally behind one idea, one plan. John Mahama in 2014 introduced the National Development Plan. The idea John Mahama had, 40 years National Development Plan. Now, the reason why Alan Korechi Mantin stayed away from that question, because he knows he has been part of the government, successive government that failed to continue projects. Alan Korechi Mantin knows he's played a part. He was part of Kufuor. He was part of Akufo-Addo. He knows he's been part of a political party that generally decided to ignore projects they came to meet. Now, I'm sure idea. Some questions from TV, so no. I'm a politician, so may cast journalists. Some questions from journalists, no. Now, idea. You see this when you go into the Green Book, the NDC Green Book. When you go into the part called housing. Because something like say NDC did not have a plan. They did not have a plan to develop this country when it comes to housing. Oh, what kind of try? Because he wants to try and find a way for Bawumia MPP to have some stand. No. We will use the facts to kill the Jandam. In fact, let me take it out. So we read the Green Book now. On page 45, expanding infrastructure, it's all under housing. We NDC Green Book. The American will be say Nimwa Monkas Kelvin your Green Book. We did not see it. You are doing Jandam. Yene yaji new form to send an agent to our on an kokono real 2024 journalism. Now let me show you this. Also, when you go into the Green Book, you will see this. And what it says there, go get your Green Book and read it. You will see what I'm talking about. The investment that John Mahama continuously did in their housing and how he basically continued J.A. Kufuor projects. But a journalist call himself a multimedia journalist. When you because you love your career, what more agree so nimnyansa chen onimnyansa a politics no ye. Anything that Kofi Bento what down can kwaya some. Now when you read from the Green Book, almost say government continues to invest heavily in the area of housing in a bid to bridge the housing deficit. An aggressive affordable housing program has been rolled out to provide more Ghanaian families in the lower to middle income bracket with decent homes. The programs being undertaken in this regard are into Kwasiawa, the NDC actual programs are when it came to housing, the John Mahama Moye. And Samson Ayeni say NDC had no plan to build Segleme. Kwasiato. Now, point 1, it says the affordable housing project at Segleme in the Ningo Pram district of the Greater Accra region. Also, work is progressing. In the South Town NDC, El Power, and this Green Book was before election 2016. Now, John Mahama Kasachiremo said, this is what is happening. Listen. Now, Elmane Besisa. Now, when you go down, you see number 2. They call it Nyamidua Estate. The NDC government invested in Nyamidua Estate under a public-private partnership arrangement. It's passed, and I damn and convince so. Mahama and convince so. Mahamudu Bawumia has been president for 8 years. Into when you see fools like Kofi Bentil, more money Kofi Bentil, my mention who Kofi Bentil is.
God, give them wisdom. The utility companies. What the fuck is going on? I want to go home.
Well, today we are at the Efia Sutherland Park, where a civil society group calling itself Concerned Ghanaians for Responsible Governance is embarking on a peaceful demonstration, and their aim is to demand accountable governance from the President John Dramani Mahama.
They want you to believe, say, how they feel, how they don't like Mahama. No, you should also not like Mahama. But you see it when you do the analysis, you compare today and yesterday. Say, but these are the facts. Bro, economists say, comparing what is happening today to what when Mahama was in power. The amount of oil I tune in there, no, Mahama only in 2 half. The amount of revenue I generating in there, Mahama only generating half. The amount of loans I had, Mahama.
A tea for any usher for me more about me. Someone do Addo about daily update TV so. Yeah, because of a Gabby Otchere Darkon. Because Gabby Otchere Darko, I them. You know, say Gabby or a Kufodo cousin. Na nina say Gabby Ankasana, ye government a ban we Ankasana, we nimu biu. But do na who say o wumbi. A man was a de facto prime minister. Gabby Ankasa ban we no, we nimbi. But Gabby act as if say a ban we sini na betri so. And as is na konkon. Analyst well Kesi. Oshe Gabby or behave like information minister or behave like finance minister. Since recently the h0ċkș was say domestic politics were giant. I know I said Gabby, didn't know Gabby say trying Gabby obey. Gabby ye munina freku for the government. Or Gabby Ankasana or minister or MP or you, because according to a year Bobieni other a year generals say Gabby were bad track records. And to know my how can I for cousin Nanka into me appointed as one of the minister or any other sector na on the name Musa. And in that all Gabby say Gabby Otchere Darko we need Tinabre be our bemu, we need Trabne be our bemu. And in according to Yura a list on an apoku say we're exposing ye pa, we're exposing a big time. Items are no she pa and you know. Ye names are father about me and government on my feeling. We Gabby Otchere Darko the station will be and for some time now. It's all about the station say will be, and they say they can able to use it as a medium and as a channel. So on between me a blackmail a bina and what is no Mahama not just a good for the chance at the aba. Now a good for the chance or no so they buy, you know. With him say a lot of things is happening in this government. Easy cry. It's you know according to list when an apokunum Gabby when ni chefa be our benemo. But Gabby behave as if he's a president. He's this, he's and that. Gabby kasa. It over Satama na Mahama. Ewo abemu no moye kumi preku demonstration. Gabby say, "We demon tintin my papa. Papa no. We demon tintin my ye papa. And so Gabby no be a onye like on no be intino aboti. And then joya ku for the cousin tin when you say tam. Gabby no say tam. Me amemo on kai say daily update TV so. And then I'll share now subscribing, share, like it, comment it, making kind. Commenting on here me pa. I'll be glad say over commenting. For what drink show, I drink children so show mommy. Gabby h0ċkș or your wine in this government. And we all know say Gabby is nobody when it comes to this h0ċkș government. So also do comment be show I daily update TV so. And then they can not subscribe and watch it. But they will be